Class. Today we are going to do something exciting. We are going to learn about different angles, okay? Last time we did a little bit with triangles. Today we are going to do angles. So today let's first look at our objective. What does it say? This is our objective right here. Our objective says given an angle, students will correctly, so this is what we're going to do, correctly. Students will correctly identify acute, this is what we're doing, obtuse, right, and straight angles with a 90% accuracy. That's what we're doing today. First, we have to learn some few things. Let's refresh our memory. Last time we talked about the right angle. Do you remember? Let's refresh, okay? All right. First, now let's look at this thing. What is it called? Right. It's a ray. Now, what is a ray? A ray is a part of a line, okay, that has one point, which is the end point, and then one point, which is indefinite, meaning it goes on forever and ever, no end. So this right here is a ray, all right? Now, this is the what? It goes on forever, and it's indefinite, all right? Do you remember what I said about this? Right. It is the what? The end point. Good. All right. Now, what is an angle? Do you remember? Right. Good. Okay. It is when two rays join. That's right. Now, let's see how that would look over here, okay? Now, we have one ray and the other ray. Ray, joining together, meeting at a vertex, right? At a vertices, right? Okay, so the two endpoints do what? They meet here, and this right here is called the right angle. You guys are doing awesome. So when two different rays join together and meet at the end, their endpoints meet at the vertices, that is where we call the angle. That is great job, guys. That is awesome job. Now, let's look at something interesting. Last time we did a right angle. Do you remember? Yes, correct. The right angle is formed when? Right. It is formed when the angle meets and measures 90 degrees. Let's see what that looks like. So, formed one, and it goes here. This is what? 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So this right here is a right angle. So right angle is formed when what happens? When two rays meet and form a 90 degrees angle. This is a right angle. Now we're going to look for another angle. What did our objective says? It says right and correct an obtuse angle. It's really easy. Let's get something. So this is right angle. It's 90 degrees here. Let's look. When two different rays meet, okay. So this angle right here, this becomes our acute angle. In other words, it's just like this, okay? What does this look like? Comparing it, what does it look like? Right. So an acute angle is formed when two rays meet and their angle is lower or lesser than 90. So let's represent it mathematically. So this is formed when what? Is lesser than 90 degrees. All right, let's look at the next one. This is obtuse. What do you think that is? You think is the same thing? Let's see. Okay, so this is a right angle triangle. Everything goes around the right angle triangle, okay? So this is a right angle triangle. Sorry. Wow. Today my markers are just not working. Right angle triangle. Okay. Now the obtuse goes further down. So it goes like this. All right. Now this angle right here is our obtuse angle. What can you notice here? Correct. This angle is more than 90 degrees. That's right. It's more than 90 degrees. That is really true. Let's look at the next one. The next one is a right angle, which we already know, right? It's 90 degrees. Awesome. Now straight angle. What do you think a straight angle is? Sounds confusing, doesn't it? Look right here. So the straight angle is when two rays meet and they form a 180 angle. That simply means that the two angles are actually two right angles. Can you see the right angle here and the right angle here? That is a straight angle, and it measures what? This plus this would give you what? So if we do 90 plus 90, what are we going to get? 180. So a straight angle is always measuring what? 180 degrees. That's a what? Straight angle. All right, now we know this.
Teacher,
But yes.
does that mean an obtuse angle is an angle greater than 90 degrees but less than 180?
Yes. Good question. So an obtuse angle is greater than 90, but it is what? Lesser than 180. So an obtuse angle is not a straight angle. That was an excellent question. Now let's move on. I have some exciting things for us to do, okay? What we are going to do is we need to figure this out. We need to see it in real life, okay? So when you see these ones, these are called angle legs, all right? We have some angle legs. I have it on your decks. This is an angle leg. And then we have, you know what this is? It's a compass. Uh-oh, it's a what? It's a compass. When you put it here, you can see the angles very clearly. You see it? Yeah, you can see very clearly. What we are going to do is on your worksheet, I have a couple of numbers. I gave you some good numbers. So if you remember, this right here is what? What's this? This is an angle. This angle forms what? Right angle. This one is what? Acute angle. This one is an obtuse angle. This one is a straight angle. All right, and we said that acute is less than 90. Obtuse is bigger than 90, but it's less than 180. And the straight line is equal to 180. But it is also two different right angles put together. So on your worksheet, you see the worksheet I laid in front of you? On your worksheet, I gave you something with some numbers, right? So the numbers we saw are 120. Let's see how that goes. We saw 120 degrees. What do you think this is going to look like? Right. It is. Is it more than 90 or is less than 90?
More.
It's more. So therefore, this is more than 90. What does it become? According to this side, when it's more than 90, what is it?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. That is great. So on your paper, write obtuse. Obtuse angle, right? We need to, however, represent this. How do we show that this is an obtuse angle? This is where this comes. You remember I told you this is a compass. We are going to first off put the compass right here. Let's try and draw this angle out. When we put the compass right here, let's draw a straight line, okay? This is my straight line. I'm going to put my compass and look for the middle point. This is the middle point. All right, so right there is your middle point. You need your angle legs, okay? Let me grab some anglers. First, you need one with the same color, and we need one with a different color. Choose whichever color you want. Right now, it's not, the most important thing is not the color. So we are trying to find this one. We are trying to find this one. Let's see. When we put it here, and we put this one on it, we are trying to make 90 degrees, right? Okay, when we do the 90 degrees, what do we notice? You can see two numbers, one on the inside, one on the outside. The point is 0, okay? We put the other one on it. We are looking for 90. So when you look, this one, it just connects here. And it goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Right, so we put it on the 90 angle. We are using only the inside ones. So this is 90. How do we represent 120? It's more than 90, meaning to go this way. So now put the different color on that and then you move it. So we see, do you see 100, 110, 120? And then we count 1, 2, 3, and it's right there. So right here is your obtuse angle. Now that you see that, you can take these ones away, because now you know the 90, right? And you put it there, and then you put it back. It's what, 123. So 120, 123. Right there is your obtuse angle. So we can now draw the obtuse angle, right? So we can draw it like this. Make sure you have it right. 123 like this. And then we join it. We can easily join it, right? Right there is your obtuse angle. Do you see that? So right here is your 123 degrees. Okay, let's try the next one. On your paper, it says what? 83. Do you see it on your worksheet? It says 83 degrees. 83 degrees. According to what we've learned so far, what is 83 degrees representing? Let's look at it. What does it represent?
Acute.
Acute, because it's less than 90. So it's an acute angle. Great job, class. You're doing amazing. Let's represent it again. Remember how we did it the first time? So I'm going to draw a straight line. Always remember we are only using the inside. When I say the inside, I mean this side, okay? And this very point is our middle point, and that's the 0. So let's just create a middle point somewhere. Okay, we are just drawing it out. All right, so there's a middle point. We are putting it here. We know our 90 degrees is where? Right there. Do you see it? Okay, let me bring it and show you one more time. So we are going to first find our 90 degrees. So we put it on there. And what do we do? Right, we put the next one over here. Right, and it forms a 90 degrees. Now 83, is it bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Right, so 83 is going to go smaller. We have to look at it. That is 90, so here. When we look at the numbers, 80 is right here, right? And we said 83, so 1, 2, 3. 83 is somewhere right here. So this is where it's going to be. Do you see that? Okay, so now that we have it, let's draw it out. See, right here. So it's slightly, just slightly, do you see it? Slightly. 83 degrees, acute. Great job, guys. Let's look at the next one. What does the next one say? 135. So 135. 135. 135. What is 135?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. Good. How did you figure that out?
It's greater than 90 but less than 180.
Great job. It is greater than 90, but it is smaller than 180. Do you know how to represent it? Do you remember how I taught you how to represent it here?
Yeah.
Shall we try again?
Yeah.
All right, so using our, what was this?
Compass.
A protractor, right? A protractor. Yeah. Remember the name is a protractor. A protractor, we draw a straight line. And we can put it there. We already know we've done it. So 90 is right here, right? We look here, we look at the numbers inside. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 90 is going to be right here. Let's draw it. This is, teacher didn't make the midpoint, so let's join it together. All right, now we are looking for 135. So since this is a 90, if you do it on your own, it becomes a lot easier. Since this is a 90, we go again. 100, right? 110, 120, 130, 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right here. All right, so now we draw it out. We join it. Now this whole angle is what? 135, which is what? Obtuse. Great job. So we've done 3 different examples. Let's move on to the next one. 114 is what? Will it be an acute or an obtuse? What do you think? 114.
Obtuse.
Great. Let's see if that is right. 114 degrees. Is it more than or less than 90?
More than.
More than. Good job. More than 90. So it equates to what?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. An obtuse angle. Remember to bring your degree sign, okay? Remember to bring your degree signs. Obtuse angle. And as we said, this time, we are just going to see if we can see it. We are not going to use all the 3 lines. So this is our 90, this is our 90. Remember on the point, and we look for the 90. So this is our 90. We are looking for 114, 100. Then we count what? 4 more. So we go 100, 110. Because 114 is 110. Then we count 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right here. And we join it. And then we have what? 114 degrees, which is obtuse. Now this is the last one I'll help you with, and then we will do something else. So the last one is 38. Good job, number 5. So this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, and this is number 5. Number 5, we have what? Good, 38 degrees. 38 degrees, think about it, what is it?
Acute.
Acute, good job. So acute is going to go just like this. Is it more than or less than?
It's less than 90.
All right, it's less than 90.
Uh.
All right, good job. It's less than 90. So when we draw it, it's going to probably be this small, right?
Yeah.
38 degrees. Great job. Now what I want you guys to do, is, oh, sorry guys. You guys are right. I changed the sign, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like this. Less than. Teachers make mistakes too. It's supposed to be less than. Remember, like this. The bigger one is a 90. All right. So I need 2 students to come up here and pick any number you want on your worksheet and do it. Okay? And show it to the class how you did it. All right. Great job, guys. Yeah, the 2 of you, come on, come up. Good. You guys proved it. Great job. Now you can see another worksheet. The other worksheet, we are moving on, right? The other one is going to be a little bit, just a little bit confusing. But we can still do it because we've learned the basics, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to look at that worksheet and we'll do the first 2 together. Okay, so with this worksheet, we saw that the angle, there's 1 angle, right? We're going to do those 2 right here. All right, so we see an angle which is marked. Do you see the angle?
Yeah.
Yes, the one which is on your worksheet. The second worksheet, yes, right. That is the one I'm looking for. Yep, that's the one we're doing. Okay, so the second worksheet has different angles. This time we don't get any number. But you can do it. We only see angles. So number 1, we see this angle. We we see an angle which goes something like this. We see an angle which goes just like this. And that is it. That's all we see. Okay, so how do we determine this? See, you can only use your protractor. Using only a protractor. Now, just looking at it, what do you think it is? Is it an acute, obtuse, straight?
Acute.
Acute. How do you figure that out?
It looks less than the 90-degree angle.
Yes! Great job. It looks lesser than a 90 degrees. So we already know it's an acute. We don't even have to worry about it. Right? Now, how do we know the angle? That is where this comes in so efficient. This one, the protractor. So you remember, during this time we put it on, we put the middle part on, we align the bottom to it, we looked at the 90 and then we moved down to find it. So this time we're going to put the middle part on the vertices. The vectors, okay? We align the bottom part to it, and do you see the 90? I can see my 90. Can you see? This is my 90. Okay? Now starting from the bottom, starting from my bottom, let's see. Let's count. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45. So the angle is 45 degrees. You see how all this work to find this so easy?
Yeah.
Great job. Now the second angle, let's look at it. The second angle, look on your worksheet. The second angle is, what is the second angle? Do you remember? Let's look at it. The second angle looks something like this, right? We just see this, and then we see a small thing here. It's really small. What do you think this is?
An acute angle.
An acute angle, good job. So it's an acute because it's what?
Less than 90.
Yes, because it's what? It's less than 90. Okay, the same way, this is your starting point. We're using only the middle. This is your starting point. We are putting it right here. And then we align the bottom part to the bottom side of the angle. And this, we start counting from the inside one. So let's go 10, 20, 30. We got 30. Uh-oh, it seems it's a bit, yeah, it seems it's like 38. Shall we look at it? Yeah, it's like 32. Okay, so this 10, 20, 30, 32 degrees. All right. Now what I want you guys to do is, do you see number 3 and 4? In your group work, I want you guys to get together and figure out what angle 3, number 3 and number 4 represent. Okay? Use your compasses or your protractors, and as I said, you put it on the angle. The middle goes to the end of the angle. Remember, I told you this is a what? The end point, which is a vertex, right? Vertex. I forgot to write it. Vertex. Or vertices. So you put it on it, you align the bottom part, and then you count. You count from the inside. You find the angle, and then you write it. And remember to write whether it is an acute, an obtuse, a straight angle, or a right angle triangle. Okay, go on now. I'll come around and check while you practice on that.